Hey everyone, welcome back.
What's
Good
up?
to see you. So, if you guys don't know, my name is Shani.
And I'm Jackie.
And you are listening to
The Mocha Message.
I still say listening like we're not seeing you guys right now.
It's an adjustment.
Don't worry about it.
It's an adjustment.
Y'all know what we mean.
Thanks for checking us out on camera. You know, last time we love y'all's feedback. Love to know how we're doing.
Exactly.
All of that good stuff. But
man, let's get into it. So we are having a special episode today because it's sort of a callback to our very first episode.
Yes.
Which was just all about, you know, the importance of having a tribe, kind of the journey of finding those people who really mean something to you, especially as a woman, especially as a Black woman.
For sure.
You know, nurturing your relationships, all of that. Like, that's how we were introduced.
Yeah.
To you guys, and you guys are introduced to us. And today, we kind of going into like a 2.0 version of that.
Oh, yeah.
I would say. So we have been watching, of course, Issa Rae's new project, Rap-ish. I don't know. Yes. I'm going to just say it like that. But one of the main themes in the first couple of episodes is just about like friendships as they evolve over time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So not to do any spoilers or anything like that y'all need to watch it.
Please. Like, I'm telling you, Issaverse just...
Yes.
But
she owned it. We're going to talk about that later.
We'll talk about it. We'll get to it eventually.
But one of the themes was, you know, you got these two high school friends who were really close in high school. After graduation, as life does, it lifed. Yep. Yeah. Separation. You know, one person kind of went one way with their life as far as career, family, relationships, all of that. And then the other person kind of went a different direction. Yeah. Not necessarily wrong or bad, just not.
It's natural. Yeah. It's
exactly
what happens.
So it really brought up some concerns within their relationship, which they kind of had like a little talk out.
Yeah,
about
they did. They talked
it
out. I appreciated them showing that.
Yeah, but it really made me start to think, like, just in our personal, like, outside of the Issaverse.
Real life.
Yeah.
Real life.
That's a real thing. Like, let's talk about how intentional you really have to be. The older you get, like, to maintain these friendships and these relationships, like,
especially in adulthood, because like you said, like in high school, everybody has the same schedule. You may have different extracurriculars and stuff like that, but for the most part, like your schedules line up perfectly.
Right.
Like you're getting up at the same time. Yeah. You're in school at the same hours. You're hanging out afterwards. Like
exactly.
All of that kind of stuff. So your schedule is lined up perfectly to where like you don't have to put a whole lot of effort into trying to like line up schedules, see who's available, all of that. It's just like kind of built in. Yeah. It's like baked in.
Yeah.
And I don't know about for you, but for me, like in college, like maybe people had different schedules, but we had like a lot of free time to like bounce around. But past that, like when you start adulting for real, like people have families, people have full-time jobs. Some people have, you know, partners and it's just like scattered all over the place. Like, That's wild. That's
very true. Like, I know for me being in college where I met a lot of my, you know, really good friends, it was, you know, you just walk down to dorms to go.
Exactly.
I'm studying with the same people. I'm going to the gym on campus with the same people. We at the caf together. Like, it's just easy.
Right.
And like you said, once college is over, like people move across country.
Oh, let's talk about that. Because both me and you have moved away from like our hometown. Yeah. So like trying to catch up with folks. Like now you got to catch flights. You got to put money aside to fly.
That's hard. Like,
you don't know when
you ain't got no money coming out of graduation.
I still don't.
Baby. I was a very frequent Greyhounder, like, and I did not want to be, but ain't nobody got know, the money or really the resources to take flights every, holidays. You want to come back for birthdays,
weddings, baby showers. Like,
it's a lot. So you find yourself, like older you get, starting to really have to work on being very intentional kind of with your friends group, because otherwise
it can just fade away. Yeah. And I know, like, I'm working on it. It's one of my New Year's resolutions is to like check in with people more frequently, because life just be lifing. Like, you know, you come home from work, then you're making dinner, you're getting ready for work the next day. Yes. By the time the weekend rolls around, you're trying to get your chores together. You're trying to run errands, grocery shop. Like, you're doing all these things. The next thing you know, it's Monday again. Like, it can literally just carry you away if you're not intentional about like baking in those times throughout your week and your day to check in and, you know, make time for your friends and stuff. Which is wild.
That's for sure. That's a really, really good point.
But yeah, like, it's wild how life can just carry you away. Like, if you don't pause and think about like, oh, I haven't called so-and-so in a while. Or I haven't seen so-and-so in a while. Like, oh, maybe I should schedule a lunch. Yeah. Everybody got to eat. I think like scheduling meals in like to catch up with people is perfect. Yeah. You got to eat anyway. But if you don't pause and think about those things, like, you can just...
Yeah.
You're going day to day.
No, that's very true. And it's like you got to be very like deliberate too with the time that you spend. Like you said, you know, going out to eat is great because everybody can kind of break bread over a meal. You know, you can talk about surfacey stuff. You can talk about deep stuff, whatever. Like, all that's fine. You know, if you're into outdoorsy stuff, like, let's go hiking.
Yeah, let's take a hike.
Walk around Piedmont Park or something like that. But yeah, you definitely have to, like, you know, I feel like back in college or high school, like, y'all can hang out and really just be on your phones
hours
all
doing
day.
Nothing.
Yeah, you know, but now you really have to be a little bit more deliberate, which is just, I guess, the breaks of getting a little bit older. Yeah. More mature into adulthood. But yeah, man, it's crazy. And I always feel like social media is such a huge part in it too.
I'm terrible. Like, I'm really bad at like liking and loving things and like commenting on things and leaving it there. Like, it's just
so easy to do that though. Like, social media makes it where it's just easy to do a little quick double tap, maybe swipe up. Yeah, like I see you, girl. Yeah, or something like that. And keep it pushing. And it's like, you have to be deliberate about, you know, really reaching out at times. Not saying that every single interaction has to be super deep, but like, maybe sometimes when you were gonna just heart that story and keep it going, maybe just text them instead. Maybe just give them a call. Like, see what's going on. You know? So it's like, you got to reach out and find out what's going on beyond the picture. Because a lot of times, you know, we always talk about it. Yeah. Like,
it'd be cool. It'd be cute. Like, you don't know the backstory behind like the picture or whatever.
Yeah. And social media is very, you know, could be deceiving. So you have people who may be posting, acting like stuff is going okay. And there may be something actually going on deeper in their household or in their life that you wouldn't understand unless you actually reached out to them and kind of had that moment. So, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. It's something I think we just really have to, you know, be conscious of, like, going forward. Like, yeah, not every single interaction has to be
2 hour long. Deep dive.
We do have life. We do have life, but like, definitely make sure that if you look at your history and you just see you guys on, you know, the DMs all the time, and it's like, dang, I really ain't talked to her.
Have I heard their voice? Have I looked at their face in a while? I can't stand FaceTime, but I mean, I'll do it. I sacrifice for the sake of catching up with people and stuff like that.
Yeah, but very, very true.
So with that, right, like with just kind of, because we can really get into like a groove or a rhythm of just like liking things, hearting things, quick little comment here and there, like, what are ways that you feel like you can be like more deliberate or more intentional or just mindful of like checking in with your friends and stuff like that?
Yeah. So one of the things, and again, we both kind of deal with this because we both moved away from home, is
it's hard.
When I do go home, and it's hard because, you know, everybody wants to see you when you go home. And it's kind of like sometimes you're on even more of a like schedule than you are. Yeah, if you were just home, you know, like, because everybody's trying to catch up and all that stuff. So I really try to make it an intentional where I, you know, kind of pick and choose like all right, I'm coming home for my mom's birthday in August, Thanksgiving in November, and then Christmas in December. So for these 2 friends, I got you in August.
Yeah.
These 3 people, since I'm here a little bit longer, I got y'all in November. Like, I really try to make it intentional to where I'm not going to be able to see everybody every single time I go home, but at least it won't be, you know, like 2 or 3 years before the last time that I've seen you, because I kind of like try to space it out while also still getting that family time, which, you know, again, it's just kind of like a juggle. But yeah, that's
such a good pointer, because I'm guilty of trying to cram everything in one visit.
I be stressed.
Tell me about it. And then I be stressed, exhausted, spent. People fighting over, well, you got to spend time with so-and-so, not me. Like, it really be stressful. So, like, that's a good
I
idea.
make it known, like, beforehand. I literally would be like, well, I'm only here for a certain amount of time. I already got something planned, but I'm also coming back so-and-so.
That's so smart. That is so smart.
You on the calendar, you know what I mean? And it's not, you know, I don't want it to come off as like arrogant or anything like that, but it's literally like you have to do that. Otherwise, you come back from what should have been a vacation more tired and stressed out than you was before.
Okay.
I had to stop that.
Man.
Like, it's stressful. So that's definitely one of the kind of the methods that I use. Specifically when I go home.
Yeah.
What about you?
Sometimes I have something I've been trying to work on this year is like, if someone crosses my mind, like schedule a call with them or pick up the phone and call. Cause I can be like, oh, I wonder how so-and-so's doing. Oh, let me put this in the oven.
Right.
Kind of a thing, you know what I mean? So I've been trying to pause and say like, how about you try to like schedule out a call or shoot them a text or something like that. Like if they cross your mind.
Yeah.
I think really just like utilizing your calendar. It sounds weird to like schedule friendships and schedule friend dates and stuff like that, but it is a good method for like just keeping up with people. Maybe put people in quarterly or what have you. But I think that's a way to combat that for sure. That I'm working on. Not perfect. Right. Still working on it. Yeah. But that's
a calendar is a A1 like method for me. Because sometimes you kind of get into that like endless cycle of, when are you free? I'm free on Thursday. Well, I ain't free on Thursday. I'm free on Saturday. Well, I got something to do on Saturday. So it's like, if I literally set something in the calendar, and even if it's, you know, a couple weeks in advance or whatever, like to me, that really helps out, you know, as far as making sure that we both are able to kind of commit to that.
Right.
So,
right.
You know, it probably sounds weird at first, but like, baby, I treat that like work, you know, like I really do make sure that I have like stuff on my phone calendar. If it's like an outing, I'll kind of put it on. We have like a bedroom calendar. Yeah. Just to make sure that we're both like aware of, hey, we're doing this, or this person's in town this weekend. But yeah, I think the scheduling really helps.
For sure.
Definitely. And then I will also say, I really try to make it as accessible as possible. Especially because, you know, we all got our own financial goals.
That's
like,
so good.
Not everybody can every single month, you know, or like
ball out.
And stuff is expensive. Like, it's expensive to step outside now. Like, I feel
just to get there, the gas alone, like,
I'm spending
what is happening?
$50 minimum just to walk outside my house at this point. So yeah, like, I look up, you know, free events. Like me and my one of my really good friends from college, we always do this free plug or whatever if you're in the Atlanta area.
Okay, I'm like, what you about to say?
We do this. It's called yoga at the Benz, so at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's completely free. They normally do it, I would say, honestly, pretty much year round, because sometimes it'll be outside and then sometimes it'll actually be inside the stadium, like if it's cold or raining or whatever. But you know, that's like a time where, number one, you ain't got to spend no money for real.
Facts.
Park for free. Like down the street, you get a little bit of exercise. Like you still get that quality time, because it's not, you know, you're not like doing HIIT for an hour. Right. So like you're still able to talk and have a conversation and catch up. If we want to get something to eat afterwards, we can. If not, there's no pressure. Like, I just try to make stuff kind of as accessible as possible. Yeah. A lot of the times, because it is very expensive to just be an adult nowadays. Right now. So, you know, I'm not trying to every single time I'm hanging out with a friend, we spend like $70. Like, that's unreasonable. And that would kind of lead to me thinking, well, maybe we shouldn't hang out as much. You know what I mean?
Right,
like, that could help, that could hinder my main goal, which is to nurture these friendships and my social life. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's another thing I really try to do.
That's good. That's a good idea. Like walks in the park, you know, hanging out, taking strolls, stuff like that.
And that's fun, you know, and I mean, it's summer now, about to be fall. So weather's good. Like, definitely use kind of those free resources. It's probably like some pages and stuff too that really just lists all the stuff that's like free or low cost. But that's a really good method, I feel like.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that kind of takes us to our Mocha message, where like, you know, a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people, I'm going to use myself, okay? If you ever hear me be like, people be like, I'm talking about myself. It'd be me. But a lot of people, myself included, like hold a guilt of not being able to like catch up with people as frequently as you want to, see them as frequently as you want to. But I think like there comes a maturity of just realizing like life is hectic. But, you know, extend yourself grace, extend those friends that grace, and be open to receive it in return. Like, don't try to internalize things. You know, if people are like, you know, my bad, I didn't get to catch up with you as frequently as I wanted, but, you know, I'm here now. That's don't internalize or, you know, project either, you know? Yeah. I think that's imperative.
Exactly. I mean, life be lifing, and it lifes at all of us. Okay. So, you know, make sure that, you know, you find what works for you and find what works for the people in your tribe. And that's kind of all that you can do.
Yeah.
So we hope that, you know, some of our strategies that we use really help you guys out as well. And yeah, just stay connected in a world that is really a little too connected to where it disconnects, which is wild. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we, as always, definitely appreciate you guys having a chat with us today. We can't wait for you guys to hear what we got coming up in later episodes. We got some fire coming for y'all. But as always, we appreciate it, and we will see you guys later.
Yes, like, share, subscribe, all of that.
All that good stuff. Love you guys.
All right.
See you guys later.
Peace.